Welcome back to our UX Everything YouTube channel. At the time of starting to develop our designs and pages, we must make sure that we have the necessary tools to ensure a comfortable and efficient work, from a comfortable desk and chair, a good computer, and, also, a good program in which to work. And sometimes for the amount or similarities between the options that exist, makes it difficult to determine which is the most useful or the best for us. Here at UX Everything we know that each designer is different and needs different tools and utilities depending on their work method. That is why we will proceed to comment on the advantages and differences between the two most used applications by UX designers, Adobe XD and Figma. Adobe XD. Adobe XD is a program that allows us to design, develop and edit interfaces for web pages, phone applications and other utilities, as well as allowing us to share them with our work team to show results and progress, as its name indicates, Adobe Experience Design. The main objective of this tool is to facilitate the creation of experiences, and provide UX designers with the necessary tools to create a great work. XD presents you with two options, Design, and Prototype. When you start it, in the first you have all the display options, colors you want to use, shapes for buttons, font size along with its typography, interface margins and other different tools of this visual side of design, as simple as choosing the artboard you want to design for iPhone, desktop, tablet, app, and then start giving freedom to your ideas. The prototype option focuses on the page and user interaction, where the user will click and what will generate that click, buttons, drop-downs, hyperlinks, even places where nothing is generated. This part of the program allows you to observe and simulate the interactions of the user to ensure that everything works as planned and as expected. After preparing the design and the prototype, you can send it to anyone in your team to test it and navigate it as a standard user would. In this option, we find one of the great advantages of the application, because the testers can leave comments on the same page, which facilitates the delivery and location of the information, because they can leave these comments near where that error or idea was generated. This increases the effectiveness of the page when it going out to the web, because when going through these tests, the errors that may go unnoticed are drastically reduced. Another of the main tools of the application is that in addition to allowing you to work online together with your team where everyone can see the development of the page in real time, Adobe XD also constantly saves a history of changes, which allows you as a designer to return to previous versions in case of errors, or if you want to try other design options. This makes it very useful when experimenting and seeing the page from different points of view. Figma. The other option and also one of the most used is Figma. Created for the realization of prototypes, designs and interfaces, it offers us a large number of tools that allow us to comfortably design and advance in our projects and work. The peculiarity of Figma is that it works from a web browser. Although it has desktop versions, they reproduce a browser and from there they open Figma. Figma's always online nature gives many of its advantages, such as the fact that it is one of the best for online joint work. Its connection is stable and fast when it comes to showing the changes made by the members of your team, which facilitates the interaction and coordination of the work. In addition, even if the connection is lost, if you had already opened Figma, you can continue working without any problem, and these changes will be saved at the time of get your connection back so you won't lose or fall behind on your work. This facility that Figma presents us with in relation to connectivity is an advantage that has been known to exploit especially in recent times due to remote work, but it does not mean that it is the only outstanding feature of the application. Figma also has a tool called Component Library, where the designer can upload any component necessary for the design, and it will be accessible to the entire work team. This facilitates the distribution of tools among the workers, since it is only necessary for one to upload it to the library, so that everyone can use it, avoiding loss of quality, size or alterations of color and resolution. Figma also allows you to test your prototypes through code generation. The page can generate different types of code, SVG, CSS, iOS and Android. In this way the testing phase can be carried out on different devices, and by different types of users, giving a broader and more detailed vision of the virtues and errors of the project. After talking about both programs, it is easy to notice how each one has its own advantages and individualities, be it connectivity, tools it offers, or facilities at the time of testing. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the post, each designer is different and works in diverse ways, so each one will be able to determine which of these programs would work best for him and for his team. With the general definitions that we provide, we hope that this information help you and facilitate the decision. We also recommend that you do not miss the opportunity to try both programs to make sure you choose the right one. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.